What's up, guys? I wanted to start this video in my car after work. That is exactly what I promised myself. I've had to re-record this video like 5 different times just because I've had issues with storage on my phone, or it just kept falling down and I was getting really annoyed by it. So right now I'm just recording off of my iPad. That's what I've been doing for the past couple days, just because little background story, I left my house just straight out of the blue, just left, didn't tell anybody except for my little brother, and I did forget to bring my GoPro with me, so that's a pretty big mistake. I wasn't planning on making videos anytime soon, but here we are. So right now, you can see on my shirt, I work for a company. It's called Sunrun, and within this company you have to sell solar. It's the top company for solar in the world right now. We have been established since 2006. We have over 1 million customers. We are in the game. We're highest performers, best warranties, everything like that. It's the best solar company in the world right now. And within my office, so there's a bunch of different offices. It's a state, Connecticut. We work in almost every state in the country right now, but my state is Connecticut. And within Connecticut, you got 5 different regions, and I'm in the Stamford region, even though our office is in the middle of Connecticut. Within this office, we have around like 35, 40 different guys. And between these guys, there are 3 levels to them. So you could put them all in a single category. Those 3 categories are low performers, mediocre performers, and high performers. Low performers don't have skill and they don't have hard work. So they didn't work on bettering themselves when it comes to their sales, or they don't and currently don't put their effort into creating leads. So that's a low performer. Mediocre performer works on their skill a little bit and puts a medium amount of effort into actually going out there and creating leads, which is working hard and knocking on doors and just talking to new people and having new conversations. The 3rd level, which is where I'm trying to be, is a high performer, which I'm already way on track to being, even though I've been at this job for like 6 months. A high performer works on their skill every single day. A high performer also works the job every single day. And even though it seems hard, it's genuinely pretty simple. The way that you create yourself to be a high performer in sales is literally just by basing your day around your job. So I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day, and this is a skill I learned before doing sales. I used to work an HVAC job where you would have to get people heating and air conditioning in their homes. You have to go out there. It's a labor-intensive job. It's fucking terrible. Like you're crawling in people's basements, attics, insulation, just running through your nose. You're trying not to cough. You have built up asthma from years and years of hard work. It's just tiring. It's tiring work, and it feels like you're in a dead-end job, even though the job can make you 150 grand in, I don't know, 6 years of experience. Well, the job I'm at right now, you can make 300 grand with no experience, and you can do that in a couple months, which is insane. My office right now, there are guys making millions of dollars, there are guys making 300,000, and there are guys who are making 80 grand. I'm on track to making over 300,000 right now. And the difference between me and someone who isn't making or barely cutting 200 grand is I just base my day around work. I base everything off around work, from my wake up time at 5 a.m. to my workout, to the mindset that I keep throughout the day. Everything is based around work. So I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. I do my prayer. So I pray to God right after waking up. I do my water intake. So I drink my water right after waking up. Then I do my workout. My first workout is a 10-minute run. There's a second workout, but it's later in the day. My first workout is a 10-minute run. The only purpose for that is just to raise my frequency. I'm having a hard time running because I'm doing a full sprint, and in my head, I'm just trying to keep myself pushing. So that hard that hard battle and being the first thing in the day is probably what keeps me running for most of the day, because I just got the hardest part out of my day. I don't take cold showers anymore. I don't really see a point in those. I just hop in the shower, I have my meal, I drink the rest of my water, and then I go out there and I hit doors, and it's like 10 a.m. I'm talking to wives and trying to set appointments up for the husbands when they get home. And half of the time, or 90% of the time, I get home, the husband's like, fuck you, I hate solar, and I'm like trying to explain, and then I convince him, and then I objection handling. That's probably the hardest part about my job, is just objection handling, but I've gotten so used to it. Like, if someone's mean to me at the door, or somebody tells me to fuck off, or pulls a gun out on me, or calls the cops on me, I don't really give a fuck. I'm used to it now. But when I first started, I would get in my car, fucking get sad about it. But honestly, I don't let these things get to my head anymore, just because of how much experience I've had. Even though I've only been there for 6 months, I've probably hit almost every single door in my state right now, which is fucking insane. That's thousands and thousands of houses. So what I'm really trying to get at here is your entire day has to be structured. When you wake up in the morning, you don't want to fucking do it. The last thing you want to do is get out of bed and start doing the shit that you have to do. And the reason for that is because the mind just wants to stay in one place and hold you back. It's bullshit testing. Think of it like it's a girl. She fucking tests you, sees your limits. If you are lazy about one thing one day, she's going to test your limits again, and it's going to be a little worse. Your mind, every single day, is trying to test you and see where your limits are. The first thing that you have to knock off is a limiting belief. And a limiting belief is you telling yourself you can't do something because of one thing that happened in the past. It's something as minute as, I can't wake up because I didn't prepare to go to sleep last night. Right now, I'm driving back home. It's been, so far, a 40-minute drive. I have 30 minutes left. I'm going to get home at 1:15 a.m. Guess what time I'm going to wake up still? 5 a.m. Guess what kind of limiting beliefs that I'm going to have to defeat tomorrow? Oh, you can't really work too hard. Don't hit this door because you didn't get the optimal amount of sleep. Don't work out so hard because, you only got 4 hours of sleep. Don't eat this meal. You don't have to drink all that water. You only got 4 hours of sleep. It's just going to be based around my sleep. But right now, already, before even going to sleep, I'm knocking that limiting belief out, because I'm a man. I was born to do something. I have this vision that I have to achieve, and there's nothing that can get in the way. Whether I'm sick or whether I only got 1 hour of sleep, it doesn't fucking matter. I have shit to do, and I'm going to get it done. So first thing, knock off all the limiting beliefs. Second thing, have a vision. Imagine a perfect day where you're doing everything right, and write that down. So imagine a perfect day where everything is going amazingly. Write that down, think about it, and create that as your vision. See how you're feeling. See how you're sitting down. See your posture. See how you're and I'm fucking sick and I'm still recording this video. See how you're thinking. See Jesus. It's been a hard day. It's been a crazy day. See how you're thinking, bro. Imagine yourself. You're having a perfect day. How is your day going? Where are you placed in life? What's your mindset like? How's your thought flow? And try to imagine that. Like, imagine how you have your hands on the steering wheel. Imagine how you're talking to people. You want to crush it in sales? Have a vision of you crushing it. You want to crush it in your workout? You want to have an amazing physique? Think about it. Think about how it would feel. Imagine that. And constantly put in the repetitions to keep that image flowing. You keep that image flowing, you're going to get it one day. Things are just going to start clicking for you to get it. Right now, I'm imagining myself in a Lamborghini Aventador driving And my favorite thing about this feeling is how low I am to the ground and how smooth the car feels. I can see it in my head. I can smell what the car smells like. I can feel the leather on my hand. Right now, I'm in a 2008 Hyundai Elantra. Next week, I'm getting a check for 13 grand. This week, I got a check for 4 grand. The week after that, I'm going to get another check for 10 grand. And I'm not going to get another car until either this one runs out or I can afford a fucking $150,000 electric truck. I don't know why I want an electric truck, but it sounds cool and I want it. I want it. And then the next car after that is going to be my Lamborghini Aventador. If you want to take big fucking steps in life, you have to create big fucking effort. You want to crush it in sales? You want to crush it in your job? You want to crush it in your social circle? You want to crush it with the bitches? You want to crush it with your family? You want people to turn their heads when they look at you? You actually have to be somebody important. You have to be somebody that people want to look up to. You want to be something that is different. You can't be in the same thought flow as everybody else if you want to be different. How do you expect people to turn their heads at you if everything that you do is at a mediocre amount? Yeah, maybe you're doing the right things. They're a little bit unique, but what does that really mean if you're not putting it in and trying your absolute hardest in it? Like, put it into fruition and actually achieve it. Actually try it. What's so hard about trying? Why are you such a bitch? Why are most people such bitches? You're a fucking man, bro. What else are you gonna do? What? It's so humiliating. What else are you gonna do? Scroll on TikTok? What are you gonna jerk off? It's retarded. I've literally been saying this stuff since last summer. Every single thing that I'm saying right now relates to what I was saying back in the summer when I had none of these opportunities that I have right now. It all stays the same exact thing. It all turns out to be the same exact thing. Hard work, discipline, and value as a man. And the things that disintegrate your value, something as dumb as jerking off to porn, some other bitch that you've never seen before, or scrolling on TikTok and seeing some girl's ass shaking, that's what disintegrates your value. I don't have water. I need to get water. You need to see it as miles below you. And I've also said this in the summer as well. Things that disintegrate your value and your character and your morale as a man, you need to see it as miles below you and something that you can never partake in because it is something not of your level. It is something a low-level performer will do. So you cannot be part of that category. If you're sitting down jerking off, squirming in your bed, just think of God watching you. The creator of this universe is watching you. How embarrassing is that? Think about it. You're sitting down, squirming in bed, looking at a fucking glass screen just for no reason, wasting your time when you could be putting your energy, that strong energy that you're just releasing into the abyss for no reason, that can be put in to create a fucking dynasty. You could create your own fucking empire and you choose to squirm around in your bed, scrolling on TikTok and jerking off to a random bitch. Genuinely, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're not working on your physique. You're not working on your diet. You're not working on your water intake. You're not working on work. What the fuck are you doing? What kind of mindless entertainment are you watching? You watching Aiden Ross streams? What the fuck do you people even watch now? Like, genuinely, what is there to watch that is so worth your time that you're able to throw away your future life like that? Imagine yourself 50 years down the line. You've created no sales. You've created no new leads. You haven't given value to people. You haven't tried to change anybody's life. You're sitting down in bed just saying, man, I really wasted my life just like I wasted that nut the other day when I was 18, 19, 20, 25 years old. Just wasted my life. I could have been so much. I had so much potential, but I just wasted it. How sad is that? Genuinely, that's so fucking terrible. That's a terrible existence. God is watching you. The universe works in abundance. The reason why you're having so many bad thoughts is because you're thinking abundantly in negative things. God gives you everything in abundance. If you feel stuck, if you feel lost, and you think about that, you're going to feel even more of it because God gives you what you're thinking about. So if you think about your vision and you think about the future life that you want, you're going to be thinking in abundance of that. And you're going to get an abundance of that if your mind is always fixed to that. If your mind, your habits, and your goals are fixated on one thing, why the fuck are you not able to get it? You have how many years in life? If every single day you try to get this one thing, you're going to make it click one day. Maybe the first 2 years are going to be fucking horrible, but January 18th, 2031, you might fucking start crushing it. Who knows? Who knows? You might just randomly hit your million. You've been working on it for what? 6 years now? Of course you will. What's stopping you? Nothing. Some random bitch on TikTok? Are you kidding me? No. Get after it and fucking work. What else is there distracting you? Drinking? Why are you drinking? You're going out to have fun? What, with the buddies? What? Oh, so you can have confidence to talk to girls? Why are you even in those places? Why are you even hanging around these kinds of people? Why? Why? What, are you going to concerts? What, jumping around for some guy standing on the crowd? Why? Why? There is no reason to be doing that. Having parties, some random bitches twerking, whoa, some girls shaking ass. She's going nowhere in life. Nobody's gonna marry her. Who cares? Who cares about that shit? Go out there and create your life that you're destined to be. Go out there and be somebody. Go out there and actually have importance. Go out there and actually enjoy your day and feel fulfilled. Every day I feel satisfaction because on the days where it felt like I wasn't moving the needles, I still put in the work. And that work that I put in is still going to count towards something. The universe is going to see me out there having a hard-ass time getting people closing their door on me, pulling a gun out on me because I knocked on their door trying to sell them a 25-year energy contract. On those days where I've talked to 70 people and I've got nothing, on those days is when I truly stick to my morale and I am being tested and I succeed in the person who I told myself that I was going to be. On those days is when I have perfected my craft enough to go out there the next day and start getting rewarded from the universe, rewarded from God himself. On the days where I feel sick and I still work and it's almost 1 a.m. and I'm recording a video and I'm trying to give value to people, on the days where I feel like shit and I still put effort into rewarding the world and rewarding myself and my future family as well, on these days is where I will feel the closeness to my goals that I've been trying to achieve for years now. I've worked my ass so fucking hard nobody would even understand. I've talked to more people this year than I have ever talked to in my life. I've gotten so many doors slammed in my face than you can count on a fucking, I don't even fucking know. I've got a ton of doors slammed in my face. I've gotten a ton of people I've had to relax because I'm not some intruder, even though I'm this fucking brown guy in Connecticut. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to the next store and sell the same exact way. Same energy. I don't give a fuck. I've gotten my ass and my teeth kicked into me. My teeth have been kicked in so hard this year. I've left my house, 19 years old, not really a stable income, commission-based, no history of renting or anything like that. I've left my house. I've left my hometown out of impulse, just because I got the thought one day, hey, maybe this is exactly what I need to do. I need to leave my house so I can actually be somebody who can go out there and win in life. Because me staying in my house, talking to my dad, fucking having my energy drained down the pit with a person who doesn't believe in my vision or see the possibility of it because of their limiting beliefs, I told myself to get out of that. Even though he won't understand, some of my friends won't understand, my mom won't understand why I did it, but later they will. When I'm making the checks, when I'm driving the car, when I'm helping them out, or when they need help and I actually can give it to them, that's when they're going to understand. And that's when they're going to say, okay, yeah, you know what you did was right, even though it was crazy and you almost fucking failed in life. You left your HVAC career that you've been building for 6 years now, where you've been making $50 an hour for 2 months. It was your first $50 an hour, and you left it just out of impulse when you were making $2,000 3 months or 6 years beforehand. 6 years of hard work, I was making $20 an hour, and then 2 random months, I got a $50 pay. And I just randomly decided to leave for this sales job. And the only reason I did that is because I see the potential within myself and within this industry. I see the potential of me actually putting work in and moving the needle for myself and not some guy who I'm benefiting, who's not going to help me at all. I can work for myself now. The work that I put in can actually reward myself fully. The commission I make and the sales that I make are all going to me. I'm not benefiting some guy who's paying me hourly so I can do something for him. No, I'm benefiting myself now. I'm not going to sit around here and fucking benefit you when I could be doing the same for myself and my future family. I can feed them and create a dynasty, an empire of fucking strong boys. Daughters who are going to be raised beautifully with the best luxurious life ever. Why would I waste that? For an HVAC job? For what, maybe $200,000 a year, every single year, and feel stably incomed? With AI taking over and the HVAC industry going to blow up, I could have stayed. I could have made a lot of money. A decent amount, not a lot, but a decent amount. I could have lived comfortably. I could have. I could have made $300,000 if I took the side job and I created my own business with that. But no. I see a way bigger future with this and a way bigger risk with this. I watched a video and it's the bald guy with a lot of tattoos, and he has a cigar. And in this video he said, okay, what's the bravest option and what's the weakest option? What's the most comfortable option? The most comfortable option at the time was to stay at my house, somewhat work on the sales, and also work HVAC at the same time. That was the most comfortable option. I could have hung out with my girl almost every day, fucked around with my friends, did my HVAC job, finished my school, created more sales, a tiny, teeny, tiny bit, became a mediocre salesman. Or I could have picked the bravest option, which is leave my house, crash in with a few buddies, go to a city where I've never been, spending $3,000 a week when I'm barely making money, fucking work my ass off every single day, knock on doors, make sales, try to make commission, fucking learn the job where I'm still brand new to this, become the highest level salesman there is within this office, and then expand and make my own office where I'm making $40,000 a month from whoever joins in. I see that as the brave option. I see me working my ass off, living uncomfortably with a fire lit under my ass as the brave option. So guess which one I took? The one that was harder. I took the bravest option. And guess what? I'm going to make it fucking work, because now I have to make it work. Now I must make it work. And there is no time for distractions. There is no time to sit around and procrastinate on creating a video so I can help other people out. There is no time for that. Most likely, the people who are watching this right now are probably maximum 35 years old, minimum 18 years old, and mostly 25 years old. If you're 25 and you're still living comfortably, you need to get out of that. Go on a run for a week straight. Every single day, work out twice a day. That's all you need to start with. I started with my workouts, my meal planning, and creating videos. You don't even have to create videos, just start reading. Go on 75 Hard or create your 545. If you want to know what your 545 is, just fucking send me a Calendly link. I'll do it for free. I'll show you exactly how it works. I just want to help people out. I love taking calls. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead if you want to. Create your 545. Fucking build your mentality to the next level. Invest in yourself. This summer, my only $2,000 in the bank account, I invested it in a mentor. The only $2,000 I had. I had to pay my school $4,000, and I didn't have the money. I could have had the money if I stayed another month and didn't pay that $2,000 to my mentor. But I saw myself investing into myself as the bravest option. Because if I invest into myself and I actually learn the skills to be better, who the fuck says I can't make $300,000 next year from the $2,000 that I put in, which was the only money in my bank account? I couldn't buy food for the next week. I couldn't fucking pay for my car the next month. And guess what? Guess what? The money that I put in ended up actually rewarding me 10 times fold. I told my mentor, I was like, hey, this is the only money in my bank account. The mentorship itself was $2,500. He was like, no, only pay me $2,000. Guess what I did? I worked my ass off, got a side job for a week, paid him the $2,000, and then that week where I worked my ass off and did everything I could to make another $500, which I didn't even have to pay him, I still sent it to him. And on the call, I made it seem like a small thing. I was like, hey, bro, I just sent you the $500. Let me know if it went through. And he was stunned. He was like, bro, you didn't have to do that. I was like, no, it's nothing. But me in my mind, I knew how hard I fucking worked. Washed dishes for a restaurant I've never been at. Went and mowed lawns for people. Worked my HVAC job and did extra hours just so I could get that $500 check, and gave it all to him. Because that's just the kind of value and morale that I have to myself. That's just the kind of man that I built so far. And that's the kind of value I hold true to myself. I don't believe in shortcuts. I don't believe in getting stuff without putting something in. I don't believe in that. So I'm going to invest in myself, and I'm going to take the bravest option where I actually have to put effort in. And guess what? You always get rewarded 10 times fold. So I want you to look at your life and say, okay, what is the hardest thing that I have to do right now? And then fucking fully, full-blown, bull in your mouth, fucking push as hard as you fucking can into it. You're in a sales job right now? What's the hardest thing that you could do in this sales job? What's the maximum amount of hours? How late can you stay out there and create sales? How? How much? How much is maximum to you? Think about it. Knock all the limiting beliefs out. Go a step ahead. What's more than maximum? What's more than maximum to you? Think about it. Take your time. Write it down. Look at it. And fucking full-blown, bull in your mouth, rock star shoes on, fucking F1 racing car, fully run into that brick wall and fucking smash it. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Smash that shit. It doesn't matter. Just do it. It's so easy. Just go. Just go. That's all I can say. Just go. You don't want to wake up? Okay, this is exactly how I woke up at 4:25 a.m. every single day this month. I put my alarm clock on the other side of the bed. In the first 2 weeks, where I set my alarm for 4:25 a.m., I got up to turn the alarm off and went back to bed, and I felt the guilt of that for 2 weeks straight, and I kept doing it. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this. It feels like bullshit. What am I doing this for? I'm done. Then, that next night, I woke up at 4:25 a.m. without a single alarm. And guess what I did? I started my first ever morning routine at that time. And it was probably the most rewarding feeling. Then after that came another day where, okay, I have my alarm set up. It's right next to me now, but I woke up, but it's right next to me. I can still turn it off. I did it yesterday. I could just do it the next day. No! I already committed. I've been trying this for weeks now. So guess what I did? I full-blown, bull in my mouth, Rockstar shoes on, F1 racing car, boom! I boomed. I didn't fucking stop after that. I've been in a momentum run since June of last year. Non-stop hard work for months, days, hours, minutes. I don't stop at all. I have learned so much this year, and there is still so much more to learn. There's still so much character development to make. It doesn't stop. There is no limit to it. You just got to keep going. Just start. Find out what it is first, and then just full-blown go. There's nothing stopping you. Absolutely zero. Nothing. I don't understand why you don't just try. Maybe you're watching this video now and you're saying, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna try. Why not? Why not? What's stopping me? So do it. Why not? Go. Set your alarm. Wake up the next day. Wake up early and just fucking do it. Go out there. Go to the gym in the morning. Have your meal. Drink your water. Take your supplements. Drink your coffee. Drink your espresso shots. Get to work. Kill it in work. Have your second workout. Eat your second meal. Drink the last bit of your water. Finish your gallon. Go to sleep. Fucking record a video or watch a video or read a book or do whatever you feel like is productive, and then do it all over again the next day. And the more that you do it, the more that wisdom is just going to randomly come to you. The more that you do it, the more you're going to feel like, okay, I'm actually learning something here and it feels different. That's because you're actually putting work in and things are just starting to click. It just works like that. At first, you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. And then it just starts to click. You figure out how you are, who you are, and how your body works. And how well you can adapt to things once you actually try. And once you get in the flow state of that, okay, things are going to feel manual. The wins are going to feel like, okay, I deserve this. I don't even feel happy about it. Well, I'm making 13 grand next week. I don't give a fuck. I deserve it. I put in so much work, whatever. Okay, what's next? What's next after this? I don't give a fuck about this money. I don't give a fuck about the praise and attention that I'm getting from people right now because I'm not at the place where I want to be at. I do not care about any of it right now. I have so much more to be done. There's so much more to be done. It doesn't matter where I'm at right now. There's so much more. And once you get to that point, that's when you really start clicking it in your head. That's when you really start just hammering shit down. Bro, it's so easy to try. Honestly, it's almost too easy because of how good it feels. Like the way that I'm living right now and the way that I was living during the summer when I first started, in those months where I took a little bit of a break, the months in between where I was actually putting the work in, It just felt natural. The months like now, the weeks like now, where I'm putting 100% of my effort in, these weeks and these months and these days and these minutes and these hours, they feel like this is what life is supposed to be like as a man. And the only reason they feel like that is because it's how it truly is. You weren't put on this earth to not perform. You weren't put on this earth to not try. You weren't put on this earth to not give your absolute maximum effort. You were put on this earth to try. You were put on here to create something of nothing. Everything that you look at now, let's look at these ends. Everything you look at was envisioned by a person, thought about, created. Everything around you. Every object that you hold, even a fucking simple thing like a pencil. Somebody had to envision that, and then they created that out of nothing. That's how things are created. So if you want to create your life right now, and the life that you're envisioning right now feels like it's impossible, just remember the fact that nothing was created without thinking of something. So think of the thought of you being successful. Think of how it's going to feel once you are successful. Think of true success, what it's going to look like, how you're going to think, how people are going to talk to you, the kind of love and attention that you get from your family. Think about how all of that feels. Truly envision it, and then create that life. Create that life. That's how you create something out of nothing. And it sounds so simple, but like the thought right now in my head, I'm trying to like interpret it with language, but it's so much more than that. The way that God works is He put you on this earth to create something out of nothing. And the first connection that you have to make is within your mind. Your mind has to be the first thing that thinks of something or does something for you for something to click and actually happen. When you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, I'm going to go brush my teeth. You think about brushing your teeth, okay, and then it just comes naturally. You're like, okay, after I do this, I'm going to go brush my teeth. That's you creating something out of nothing. The act of you brushing your teeth, why did that feel so manual? It's because you've done it before and it feels natural to you. When you put the reps into envisioning your dream life and you start putting the effort into achieving that dream life, is when it's going to start feeling like it's manual, because it just feels like the new norm to you. If you make it feel like it's normal, you're going to have it. And if you make it feel like you need it and it's something that's hard to achieve, you're not going to have it. The life that you have right now is exactly how you think it should be. If you don't like it, that's still exactly how you think it should be. If you thought it was normal for you to be making 10 grand a week, then it's going to be normal and it's going to happen. That's how you create something out of nothing. You have to imagine it. You have to think of it as being normal and nothing of crazy nature, and then you just start achieving it and doing it. It is that easy. It is truly that easy. I wish there was a different way to explain it, but there isn't. And I just made it to my apartment complex or building or whatever, but there's still more to be said in this video. I'm gonna park, and this video is not over, so just keep watching. You have so much more to come, bro. You have so much more effort to be putting in. There's so much more in this world for you to achieve. And there's nothing stopping you from getting it. Absolutely zero. Whether you have a sales job or you work at a Subway, it doesn't matter. Just put in the work. Genuinely try. Put the effort in. Build your skill base. Advance within your talent level and just try. All you have to do is just try. It's that fucking easy. There's no more to be said. That's all it is. All you have to do is just try. It's so easy. You can be somebody. I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to be remembered. I'm going to leave a mark on this earth. My future family is going to be rewarded from the hard labor that I'm putting in now. And you could do the same exact thing. I came from nothing. I came from Iraq. I didn't know English. I was 8 years old. I grew up with a poor family with a poor mindset. 2-3 years ago, my mom couldn't afford rent. I had to help her out by getting a job at 15. There was no food in the fridge. I was starving and I was still going to the gym twice a day. I think I was 105. When I was 16. No food in the fridge, still going to the gym twice a day. I just make shit work. I came from nothing. I'm only 19 years old, but I have so much experience to be telling you that there's so much more in this world for you to achieve. There's so much more. There should be absolutely nothing stopping you from doing what you think that you should be doing. Stop all the limiting beliefs. Make success feel like it's just normal. This is how life is supposed to be. This is just how things are supposed to go. It should just be like that. It shouldn't be any way different. Just fucking go out there and crush it. There's no reason for you not to be. Look at all the things distracting you in life and just drop them. It should just be that easy. If it's not worth your time, drop it. If it's not worth your effort, drop it. If it's not worth your attention, drop it. Why not? I dropped my hometown friends. I dropped basically my family because I know that it's not worth my time to be putting my attention into something that's not helping me. I'm going to help them. I still love them with my absolute deepest, lovest fucking crevice in my heart. I truly love my family, and I truly love the people who I left behind, but I'm going to help them on in the long run. But right now, what I need to do is absolutely build myself, and me spending time with them is not going to move the needle for me at all, and what I needed to do was drop that. So why don't you do the same? How old are you? You're 25? Younger, older? It doesn't matter. Everybody lives the same lifespan. You might have more or less time, but either way, work as hard as you can. There's nothing, zero, stopping you from doing that. I just don't understand why most people don't, and you probably don't either. It probably feels so normal for you to hear this right now, or so obvious for you to be hearing this right now. So why don't you just go out there and try? Why don't you just book a Calendly link and just try to understand this stuff? There's nothing stopping you. Just put the little bit of extra effort in. Just try. That's all I'm telling you to do is just try. That's it. Every single day, try a little bit. Then you'll just be trying more and more. Just jump into it. Jump into the cold water. Why not? Why not? There's nothing stopping you. All right, bro? I'll see you.